An after-school worker was busted for raping a 13-year-old Bronx student after he was caught making incriminating statements in a phone call set up by police, sources said Thursday. Michael Jenkins, 24, was speaking to his victim on a line monitored by cops when he expressed concern that he could be jailed for his illicit tryst with a young girl from Angelo Patri Middle School, sources said. The suspect also wondered aloud whether he could trust her, sources said. Unbeknownst to Jenkins, officers from the Bronx Special Victims Unit were waiting outside his home in the shadow of Yankee Stadium Wednesday night. The officers moved in after the call, knocking on the door and cuffing Jenkins as soon as he stepped outside, sources said. Jenkins, an employee of the non-profit Eastside Settlement House, was expected to be arraigned later Thursday on several charges including rape. The individual was immediately suspended without pay and he is no longer permitted in any schools, said City Hall spokeswoman Olivia LaPerolari. LaPerolari added that the city has suspended funding for the program as it investigates the incident. Eastside Settlement House did not immediately return a request for comment. Jenkins had 3 prior arrests related to marijuana, sources said. He had received clearances to work inside schools from the city and state agencies that oversee background checks, officials said. Sources said Jenkins and the young girl exchanged text messages on Sunday to set up the rendezvous, police sources said. The plan called for them to play hooky on Monday and instead meet up at Jenkins' home on Anderson Avenue, sources said. Vic Nicastro for New York Daily News. The victim, who is a member of the non-profit program that employs Jenkins, met him for sex at 9:30 a.m. Monday, sources said. The incident was reported to police, and 2 days later, cops arranged the damning phone call between Jenkins and the middle schooler, sources said. Some parents said the incident has caused them to rethink allowing their children to attend after-school programs at the Fordham Heights school. They should check the backgrounds of all their after-school workers, said Gloria Pagan, 37, whose 11-year-old daughter attends the school. I always trusted them. This past week my daughter told me she wanted to attend after school but there's no way she will now. Luis Perez, the father of an autistic 13-year-old girl, was shaken by the news of Jenkins' arrest. This is crazy, said Perez, 34. I thought this was a perfect school, but now I know you can't judge a book by its cover. The irked father said the incident made him worry about his daughter's safety. These adults have her confidence and can easily manipulate her, Perez added. I might have to take her out in the next couple of weeks if they don't deal with this guy. Founded in 1891, the Mott Haven-based East Side House Settlement is one of the city's oldest non-profit social service organizations. It boasts more than 600 staffers and an annual budget of more than $18 million. The nonprofit operates programs at more than 24 schools and other locations across the city, with a number of after-school programs, daycare centers and summer camp operations.